Hello, live at 5. Gosh, Friday again. Just gonna check these camera angles out whilst people are joining in. All sorted. Hi. Hello, hello. Hello, everybody. It's Friday again. Comes round quickly, doesn't it? Hi, everyone. Woo! Wowee. Hey, Nikki. Are you coming sewing tomorrow, Nick? Hope everyone is well. How are we all doing? Let me know in the comments. And Sarah, hello Sarah. Are you coming sewing tomorrow, Sarah? Please let me know. Hello everyone. It is, yes. So, because we had to cancel for Dave Day, I did say this on the live last week, I have put an extra day on tomorrow. So if you want to come, you're more than welcome to come. Hi Melanie, you've got your Wi-Fi sorted. Excellent. Hello in Shetland, it's raining. Oh, so weather report, it's sunny here now. It was very wet this morning. In fact, I got drenched this morning dropping Juliet off at school, which was not great. Hi Nadia. Catch-up crew, I like that. I'm going to coin that one. So it's been a bit of a crackers week here. I was thinking before, I think I'm going to post this live, and I don't think I've even put a post on my grid in between lives, which just sort of, yeah, it's just been wild. I don't know where my time's gone. I haven't even managed to make my Sewing Bee chit chat video this week. Yeah, I just, it's been a lot. And then we've got a full weekend in the shop. We've got social stitches tomorrow, and then there is the shared dress workshop on Sunday. So yeah. 7-day working week, anyone? So with that in mind, I've got a few bits and pieces to show you this evening, but yeah, mostly just calling for a cuppa and a little catch up, because I don't want to miss Friday Live. It feels like it has become an institution, which is fabulous. Hello, hi Alice. Hello Carol. Lovely. Right, so nice to see so many of you on, I was going to say on the call, but this is not a Zoom call. It's been a long week. I've got my tea. My entire family is upstairs. I'm taking Juliet to the cinema at 6 o'clock, so it's all go. Right, so if you've been on the website, you might see that there are a few new Fabric Godmother fabrics in stock, which is what I'm going to show you first. There's only 4. I tried to be restrained. Hello, Mary Ellen. Because Fabric Godmother is not cheap, I will be honest. So I tried to sort of have a little bit of restraint and not buy all of them and terrorise myself when the invoice came. So I picked out what I felt were my highlights from the summery collection. So I know that these are not new to the sewing community. I think they've been released a little while, but I still love them. So I'm a bit late to the party, but yeah, I think everyone is in love with the top one, Sarah. It is stunning. Sue was eyeing this up earlier today in the shop. This is Henri. I'm not sure how we're going to pronounce this one, but it is a linen viscose blend, and have I got that the right way up? I don't know, possibly not, but you get the picture. So I'm hoping that the colours are going to show up reasonably well. We've got this really stunning combination of a really lovely orange with the magenta, which is just to die for. It's just such a warm summer palette. It's very vibey. So much warmer tones than some of the other fabrics we've been looking at recently. It's very, very eye-catching. So that's on the double, and that's your drape there, and the sort of size of the print. And the print itself is quite unusual. I feel it's just a little bit more of a modern feel. So I just pronounce it gorgeous. Be careful, Carol, because John will buy you some. You know what he's like. So yeah, that one is Henri, whatever. And there we go. You can see the print there. I think it's safe to say that we are obsessed. Susie's baking. What are you baking, Susie? And is it for us? Is it for tomorrow? Right, I'll show you the lawn next. This one is called Fruiter. I can't think why. Fruiter. Where do they come up with these names? It's got baskets of fruit on it, basically. Here we go. You can see them there. So, and then we've obviously got a little bit of writing to go with. This is a cotton lawn. So, very, ooh, I like that on me. Very nice. So, almost a little bit sort of kitsch kind of retro vibes going on with the fruit print. I'm trying to talk to you and keep an eye on the comments. I'm like all over the place. Lemon shizzle. Get in. Got to say it like Snoop Doggy Dogg. So that one is Fruiter, and that's beautiful. I've already had a piece of this go out already. Now then, how do you say this? Is it Linnea? Linnea? I don't know. Again, linen and viscose. A higher linen content in this one, but the colours are just phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Just, I mean, this is a bit of me, isn't it? Because you've got that floral print going on. Oh, just beautiful. I noticed actually, this is on the cover of the Emporia Patterns Zoe dress, but with the dark base. This one has got the sort of ivory off-white base to it. It's just beautiful. So nice. That's already, I think, already sold 5 meters of this one. So gorgeous. Don't hang about. If you like it, don't hang about. That's my sales patter. There we go. And finally, from Fabric Godmother, I can't remember what this one's called. Strawberry Fair. That's it. This was the entire reason why I ordered, to be honest, was this strawberry print, because I just love it. I saw it back at the NEC in February when she was previewing the summer prints, and I was like, oh, gotta have that. Oh, there's Sarah Bailey. You've got some of the new Fabric Godmother, so well done. I hope it's arrived. So there we go. And again, linen and viscose, and we've got this very sweet little strawberry print. Kind of makes me think of the older Kath Kidston designs, if you remember when she really sort of was at the peak with the Kath Kidston brand. It's just summer, isn't it? It's the most cottagecore English summer kind of vibe going on. A lovely long dress with a big bow in your hair. Beautiful. I wish I had time to sew something up in everything. Oh, it's on its way. I think I only sent it yesterday actually, didn't I? So it might take, yeah, another 24 hours. So those are the 4 new Fabric Godmother designs, and they actually would be perfect for the Zoe dress. This is one of Emporia's newer designs, and it's a kind of a shirt dress. It's got a placket that stops around halfway, and it's got some really interesting darts on the front and the back that shape the waist. So yeah, just a little pattern idea for you there. Okay. Whew, it's warm in here now. Okay, excellent. Right, what else is new? We have got, remember the Prim tool? These have just come in yesterday, quite late on yesterday, so I thought I would quickly show you. It's the new, well, I say new, it's been out a little while now, hasn't it? But the relatively new Verio Creative tool, which can be used for making holes, for punching holes. It can be used for sort of inserting eyelets, rivets, press studs, all those sorts of things. It's got a real variety of uses, and they've now brought it out in a selection of colours in case you would prefer it to match your sewing room a little better. So there is a green colourway, which we've got here, and a pink and red, which is a bit of me, I've got to say. And finally we've got an orange and grey, which is very, if I had to pick for Mr. Stitches, that would be his colour. I have used the tool a couple of times now. I've had a little play with it, but I've certainly not used it to the extent of its possibilities, and it's really, really nice. I'll be honest, it's quite a lot of money, but if you're looking to invest in something that's going to kind of see you through the majority of holes you need to make and fitments and things, then it's a fab little thing. And it's something that I would always say is really good if somebody wants to get you a gift. That would make a cracking gift. But I've used it for inserting eyelets, and I guess one of the key advantages to it is that it's much easier to press down than it is to squeeze the pliers. And I know a lot of people sort of, when you've got issues maybe with arthritis, the squeezing can be difficult. So this is just makes things just a little bit more accessible, and it does come with all sorts of different attachments to do different things. The lady from Prim came to the shop one day and gave me a full demonstration, and it was amazing. And then after she walked out, I was like, I don't think I could repeat that. So really need to play with it more. But just a lovely little piece of kit, and yeah, if you want to add one of those to your arsenal, now we've got a few different colours to pick from, which is lovely. I do like that pink. I can't keep it though, can I? Oh, John, you're going to be in trouble. Right, so when I was thinking about what to pop on this evening's live, aside from those new little goodies that have arrived, I was kind of thinking of, despite the weather we have had this week, because we're not going to talk about that, I was thinking about those light and airy sort of trousers and skirts that we want for summer. So I've picked out a few patterns and fabrics to show you, which I'm going to just grab. Kind of had to move them all out of the way. I got a load of stuff out, and then I had a customer come in who actually wanted to make lightweight trousers. So it was sort of, here's, I have prepared. Oh gosh, I don't want to get involved in Carol and John's marital issues. It's not my fault. So in terms of summer separates, garments for the lower half of your body, so skirts, shorts, that kind of thing. I've just pulled a few bits and bobs out. And the first one that I'm going to hit you with is a Simplicity pattern, and it's 1887. And Sue, if Sue is still on the live, she can attest to me in the comments of how good this one is, because it's a really nice all-rounder in terms of having, we've got trousers, we've got a knee-length skirt, we've got a mini skirt, and we've got shorts. So there's a lot going on in one pattern. And I know that the big five kind of pattern brands do take a bit of a bashing sometimes, but in terms of versatility, when you're getting a lot of styles on one cover, they're pretty good for that. And these will work beautifully. All of these I'm showing you now will work for light to medium weight wovens. And I particularly like this one because it has a flat waistband at the front and then an elasticated back, which is just super flattering, keeps everything nice and flat in the tummy, not too much excess fabric, and then we've got that nice stretchy comfort around the back, which is what we need at the moment. So if I was making this up, say I was making the shorts, I'd be looking at something like a cotton twill or a linen, which I will go on and show you in a moment. And similar to that, I've also pulled out, if we're talking about shorts, I think the Flint shorts are lovely. They've just got that bit more of a sort of tailored look to them, so a little bit more structured and a little bit more put together. And this has a woven flat waistband, so really lovely. And obviously you've got this culottes option as well, so really like that. Super stylish. Oh, you've made them up, haven't you, Nick? Did you make them in linen? Can't remember. So yeah, big fan of that one, and again that will tie into the fabrics that I'll show you for that. And another one that I pulled out in terms of the shorts department is New Look 6055, and I think again this is just a nice versatile one because we do have this cargo pant here. I feel like we've looked at this one on the live before, but the shorts are nice and they've got a little tie belt, just cute. So let me know how you feel about sewing shorts. I know a lot of people don't even like to wear shorts, which is terrible. We should all free the legs. Everyone deserves to have the legs out in the summer. And tomorrow I think I'm actually going to cut out the True Bias Danny shorts. I've downloaded the pattern today, so that's tomorrow's job. And I'm going to be using cotton twill. And we've looked at the twill a lot of times before, but just for the purposes of showing you what is good for those bottom weights. Yet Pietra are beautiful as well. The twills are lovely. So we've got the nice medium weight feel. They're not too thin. You know, you're going to have coverage and structure, enough for movement and sitting and covering what you need to cover, but still soft enough and light enough that they're not going to be too stiff and kind of dig in and that kind of thing. So the twills are perfect. I have a piece of royal blue cotton twill. I was measuring off remnant and scrap pieces this week, and I had 1.5 meters of the royal blue twill cut, and I thought I'm gonna have that. So I took it home and pre-washed it last night. So also for shorts, I think the linens have to get a mention, and this lovely sort of cherry red would be perfect and summery. It was a close call for me actually with my shorts. I didn't know whether to go with a linen, but that piece of twill just fell into my hands and it was fate. So linens would be lovely as well. You've got the structure, you've got the body, you've got the coverage. You can go lighter, but personally I do just like a little bit of body if I'm putting it over my bum. To be frank. So hit me up with your favourite shorts patterns. I quite fancy making those, is it Foxy Boxies? They're for lighter weights, but I really fancy giving those a go this summer too. Last year I made these shorts on Simplicity 8558, one of the Mimi G patterns, and I really like this one because it's like a little mini capsule on one pattern. So you've got shorts, trousers, a crop top, and the little jacket in there as well. But I made the shorts for my holiday, but I'll be honest, I rushed them a little bit because we were going away, and they weren't my best sewing, but they were fine. Yeah, I need to give those Foxy Boxies a go. I'm assuming they won't take much material either, so I probably could just use something a little bit remnanty. So those are my sort of shorts recommendations. And then if we're going to look at skirts, pulled out a few more which I thought were lovely. So I think we've gone, hang on a minute, Sky Shorts from Peppermint magazine. Oh, I'll check that one out. I haven't seen those. Just made some peppermint. Yeah. And I was saying that to the customer that was in this afternoon, that essentially you can take any trouser pattern and just chop it off. Right? And it becomes shorts at that point. You don't need them to draw the cutting line on for you. Just hold it up and decide where you want it to be. Tessuti Bailey. Ooh, we'll have to look at those. And the Opal, yeah. Nice. I need to make more shorts. Right, okay, so skirts wise, I'm going to start off with the Cashmerette Hollyoak. Now this is lovely. We've got that button down on the front, but I'm loving the swish factor, and that's kind of what I had in mind when I was putting these together, was I was thinking about swishing. Walking up the street and everything's swishing. So lovely maxi length. This one has panels in, so but an elasticated back and a flat front. So again, quite formal in the front, but comfy in the back. We like that. Mauve I pulled out. I feel like I've mentioned this 1,000 times over, but the True Bias Mauve is beautiful. I have yet to make it, and I want to. But that is an absolute stunner for summer, isn't it? Just so light and comfortable. I know I've got a few people that have been in and purchased sort of double gauze and things like that to make that one up. So that is really nice, and quite similar in the same vein. We've got Size Me Florence, just with one tier on the bottom, but this is darted into the waist, which is just a little bit different. I think just maybe a little bit more put together. Yeah, I like that. It's just slightly unusual. I digress. And yep, Simplicity 1069. So I put this one in because it's a wrap, and I don't think you can go far wrong if you're just starting out with dressmaking, or you're not that confident with making clothes, with a wrap skirt, because it's very easy to fit in terms of you can adjust using the ties, so you've got a little bit more flexibility in your fitting. And this is just a really nice pattern because we've got trousers as well as a skirt option. And there are shorts on there, and if you can just see, I don't know if I can make it clear, but you can see how it goes together, and it's literally ties off a load of panels, so you can just tie that in. So that's really, really nice. I used to have a few wrap skirts, and I don't now. I only have one because I put a bit of weight on, and I'd made, what's the Sew Over It one out of the ebook? Somebody will know what the Sew Over It one is, but I love that skirt, but it just got a little bit too small, so I wouldn't mind another wrap skirt. And I don't think I could go without mentioning this New Look pattern 6271. This is a staple that I recommend to a lot of people that come in that are looking for the whole floaty trousers or skirt option. It's a bit of a tried and tested design, and you can see there it's just a fully elasticated waist with a drawstring as well, and you've got skirts and shorts to pick from, so really nice and really beginner friendly. So I would make any of those up in something like a viscose. I think will be ideal because we want to get that drape. Alba, that was it Alba? Oh, you're testing my memory now. I'll take your word for it, Lucy. You probably know better than I do. But we want that movement. If we're doing the soft trousers. Oh, it's a standalone. Excellent. Oh, I just love Sew Over It, don't you? Have you seen they've got a wrap skirt out as well? And I think Rosie's done a sew along for it. So this is the, what did I call it, people? Is this Portofino? This is the viscose with the big tile design on it, and it's just super duper summery, and it was really popular the first time round it sold out, so I've got it back in. And we've got this large design on it, but over something like a maxi skirt, that's going to look lovely. And you can see we've really just got that drape going on, which is what we want. We just want it to move on the breeze and keep us nice and cool. So if you're making trousers or a skirt like that, I would steer away from the fabrics that I've already recommended, such as the twill and the linen, because they're not going to give you that movement. We want something much, much softer. So this is a perfect candidate, and it's going to gather in beautifully at the waist. I feel like this one gets overlooked a little bit. In fact, there's not a great deal left. And this is the Tropics Viscose Twill. And again, we've got that movement, and you can see that beautiful summery print there. That is just so exotic. You're fully stocked up on my fabrics. Very good, Sarah. You're wonderful. I really do appreciate you. But over, oh yeah, just that whole palazzo pant kind of feel. I'm really in the mood for them at the moment. I'm all about separates at the moment. But yeah, there's not a massive amount on there, but nice. So viscose twill. I'd probably stay away from synthetics because they're going to be a bit sweaty. And finally, good old double gauze, because it's as light as a feather, it drapes nicely, and it's breathable. So if you haven't sewn with double gauze yet, you really need to try it because it's lovely. And it's got this crinkle going on, which is a natural part of it. I was asked last week whether we need to iron those crinkles out before sewing it up, and no, we don't. Just cut it and sew it in the way you want it to be worn. We don't want to iron it flat, sew it up and then it shrink up. Sometimes when you're working with it, it does end up going a bit flat, but once you put it through the wash, it sort of springs back up into that lovely, I want to say crunchy, but crunchy's not the right word, that like crinkly sort of feel to it, and it's really, really lovely. But wearing double gauze almost feels like you're not wearing anything at all, which may not be a good thing for me if you recall the skirt story from last week. I don't think I have any funny tales for this week. It's just been all work. So there you go. Oh, actually, the final one I was going to show you was this lovely peacock eye viscose, because I think this would make lovely trousers or skirt. Really nice. With that darker base, which is safer for people like me that tend to throw food and drink all over themselves. I know my limitations. A pair of white trousers would not be my friend. So that one is peacock eye, I think. Peacock eyes, and that's a blend of viscose and cotton, and it's just got that beautiful softness, smooth feel to it. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that was useful. If you want me to put together any more sort of recommendations for wardrobe items that you feel like you might be missing, let me know, and it'll be a good topic for future lives. But yeah, that's just kind of what I've had my eye on this week. You know, I think spend a lot of time in here looking at the patterns and the fabrics and seeing what people are asking for when they come in. And yeah, I can get a little bit like, ooh, trousers. All in that kind of mood. So it's nice to be able to share it with you. Right, I'm just going to finish my cup of tea off, and then I'm going to head off. I think Mr. Stitches is making us some fish finger sandwiches. But yeah, it's going to be a busy weekend, so I look forward to seeing a few of you here over the weekend for various classes and shopping activities. I hope everybody that's local enjoyed Dave Day last week. What an incredible tour de force that was for our town last weekend. It was amazing. Absolutely amazing, and what a way to remember a wonderful man. We really just showed the whole world what we can do up here, so it was fab. Oh, thank you. Yeah, cinema next. It's like, I need to go and lie down somewhere. We're going to go and see Inside Out 2 as well, so I'm very excited about that. Nikki! Oh, we can sort you out with another. Sarah, did your mug arrive okay? Because I was a bit concerned about it. I hope it's okay. We'll have to do a competition to win a Jenny Stitches mug. In fact, on that note, something that popped into my head. Upstairs renovations, okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. It's really coming together now. We're on to sort of building furniture, and most of the paint work is done. So sick of painting. But I keep referring to it as the upstairs workshop, which is just, that's rubbish, isn't it? I really need some creative and fun suggestions for what to call that studio. So if you have any ideas of a name, let me know. Send them through on an email, jenny@jennystitches.co.uk, or DM me, or pop a comment on the post. And I'll find a way to put all that together, and whichever one we choose, then there'll be a little prize. But you're coming in. He's brought me a sandwich, so oh, thank you. Oh my God. He was like, do you want me to come in the live? I'm like, no, it's just trying to get in anyway. Yeah, so get your thinking caps on, think of some name suggestions, let me know, and whichever one we choose, I will organise some sort of treat or prize. Might be better than a mug, we'll see. Right, thank you everybody, have an amazing weekend, and I will see you soon. I need to get myself together, dear me. Right, thank you for watching. Have a lovely weekend and happy sewing. Take care, bye-bye.